What's up, everybody? John from Old Running Farm here. Thanks for joining us in today's video. It's the first day of spring. It's actually not the first day of spring. It's like 10 days into spring or whatever. And I apologize if there's wind noise. For whatever reason, this phone just picks it up a lot. And there's snow on the ground. What the hell is that about? But anyway, we are super excited because we are nearing completion of our new pasture with our alpacas. We got a new breed of chickens come in. The mother-in-law house build is coming along. Let's take some time to show you around. Woo! So something that's definitely exciting. Our fish have made it through the winter. I guess we'll need to get some new plants for them. I think some of these are perennials, so they'll come back. But I think some of them are not. But anyway, it was nice to see that those guys made it through. And I'll take you. And it's also nice to see some of these. I think these are daffodils, tulips, something. Catherine will know. But it's nice to see these come up. We did a lot of work putting all these in. And we can even see like some of this is regrowing. I don't know what these are either. You'd think I would know, but I don't. And so this is just our little, I think this is technically our perennial garden. So, you know, nice to see that these things are actually coming through. Signs of life is always good. You can see on this tree here, there we go. Got some signs of life on this tree. I think this is a corkscrew willow. Something funky, but that's coming along. You know, there's more green coming up over here. Look at all that. It's looking pretty nice. Wow, this bulb is even out. Let's stuff it back in there. Bloop. So we got some bulbs coming through over here. Signs of life is good. Chickens are going crazy over something. Then our new pasture is coming along nicely. I'm just gonna sort of talk over it right now because there's no wind right here, but there will be if I go over there. So I have most of my fence posts in, and I just need to put some T-posts in where there's trees, and then we can run the wire, and I'm aiming to have that done this weekend, and that'll be Monday's video. So give you a quick tour over there. So that's looking good. Glad that that's finally coming together because I got a lot of other stuff that I'd like to get started on. So let's go check the chickens. Actually, before we go check the chickens, let's see how our alpacas are doing. And so one thing that I had talked about doing before was that we were gonna expand our catch pen over here. So I think I'm gonna change my plans a little bit on that, because one thing I'd like to have done is build an overhang that comes out maybe about to where this post is right here. Just because it would be nice when it comes to shearing time, like in case there's less than ideal weather, you know, if we can shut them in here so that they can at least be out of the elements, out of the rain, out of the wind, so that they can have dry coats for when they get shorn, that'll be ideal. And so last time we kept them in the catch pen and then brought them out to over here where we have these two big trees, and they basically, you know, they loop their front legs and back legs, and then he would shear them right here. So I don't know if we'll do that same thing, or maybe we'll do something a little bit different, because it was so hot when he was here the last time. I think that's why we went out between the trees. But these are not concreted in, so I may want to redo these and maybe just put this a little closer or a little further. And then that way I can also have another like sort of wall right there. Because, you know, not that we have like trouble on herd health day, but I'm always looking for ways to make things more efficient. And so if we can catch them easier, that'll be good. One of the other things that I was thinking about is because we're hopefully going to have some babies this spring. So I think if we had some way of splitting this up, that would be good. So we can have like stalls. And so I'm sort of thinking that maybe we would have like almost a hinged gate against this wall that we can then open up and then sort of lock into place. Because what we had when Maple gave birth to Felix, we had to segregate them, and the vet thought that maybe Maple was a first-time mom because she wasn't letting Felix nurse. And so it was very important for alpacas to nurse. And I don't know if you can see it over here, but Finn is actually still nursing with his mom, Susie. Getting a little late for that there, Finn. But anyway, we were able to quickly throw together like a stall in our old barn, and that worked. We kept them together. That way, you know, mom had her own food and water, didn't have to compete for anything, and it really helped them bond. So I mean, if we do have 3+ babies this year, it might be beneficial to have that. So I'm thinking like maybe just a couple hinges and something in there. So I think modifications and updates to the barn are definitely in order. Right, ladies? And we're also getting close to the point where this is going to be seeded, because as soon as that pasture over there is done, I'll try to block the wind. As soon as that's done over there, we're gonna drop some compost in here and seed. We're also gonna stump grind those 2 stumps, probably this one here. I also need to do some fixing on this, which is our hay feeder, just because that's falling apart a little bit. So need to do some work on that too. All right, so chicken hatching egg sales have actually been doing really well, and we're gonna get ready to start doing a deep spring cleaning of our chicken coops. But we were able to switch over to our watering cans. Hello, chickens. So that's all good. And we got a new breed of chicken that's going to be coming down. These guys, which are the Chamois Spitzalbens, they are super cool looking. They actually just started laying, and so we're selling their hatching eggs now, which is really cool. These toll bunts are all coming of age. Go say hello to them. I love the toll bunts. And there's some gene that and I mean, some of these guys, their crests are just unbelievable. Oh, rooster coming after me a little bit. But so you can see those 2 in the corner. So that guy has like a total side swipe of a hairdo, which is hysterical. It's like he's an emo kid from the early 2000s. And the guy right behind him just has, it's just so big and fluffy. It's just wonderful. But yeah, so these guys are coming along nicely. We have our boy alpacas. I know it's weird, I'm in the chicken coop. Carl. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boys will be boys, huh? And it's funny, these guys, the Birch and Cochins, have been one of our most prolific layers recently. We're getting like 5 or 6 eggs a day from them. Wish we could say the same for our Black Copper Morans, but coming along. This is an F2 olive egger we have running away. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up swapping the chickens out from here, because there's a bunch of Birch and Cochins in there, and we'll put them in here because those guys are real small, and so we need to kind of give them some friends before we put them in their final coop. And Jubilee Orpingtons doing their thing. But I'll go show you the new breed of chicken we got. Okay, so we have a couple different things going on in here. And for anybody who has raised chicks before, these guys are currently at their state of being terrified by everything. So let's see. So this right here is a lemon owl beard. And so this should be a really cool chicken that we got from Greenfire Farms. Let him go back in there. So that'll be our next breed up for testing to see what works. And so you can see it's all the little ones with the brown on their head. I think those 2, or I guess there's 3 or 4 total yellow ones are Jubilee Orpingtons. And then we have some toll bunts in there. Looks like we have a frizzle, so that's good. These guys are cute. And then, if you remember this, and pardon the mess, we're still in the process of just doing a whole bunch of stuff. So this used to be our tower brooder that we had in our old house, and we found that it actually is better functionally laying down, because then we can just come in here and open it up to get into the feed and stuff like that. But so these guys are just about big enough. And so that's what I was sort of talking about before, so we're going to take all these guys and put them outside. And so what we've been doing that's actually works really well is so we start our chicks off inside under a heat lamp, obviously. We have them in there for about a week or 2, and then we're able to get them outside. And so like in here, we have 2 heat lamps on them. And so they're able to stay plenty warm in there. And then we move them over to the big brooder right here. And then once they're done in there, we can put them outside. And as it gets closer to, warmer weather, we'll be able to put them outside quicker. But that way, they're not in the house for like weeks on end and dusting up the whole place. But anyway, we also used to just brood chicks out here. And I think we're going to stop doing that. So maybe once this current cycle of chicks is done, or at least once we get into like the real warmer weather, we can take down this wire and maybe we'll clean this up and make this like a nice porch that we can actually use, maybe have dinner out here or something like that. So we'll see. Anyway, now that I've shown you that, also, if you guys have any cool breeds of chickens that you'd like to see us sell for hatching eggs, why don't you let us know? Catherine's always on the lookout for cool new breeds to check, and she loves chickens. So now let's go check out the mother-in-law house build. So actually perfect timing. Looks like they're pouring concrete. So that's exciting. So this is what the landscape's looking like. I think having a nice, equipment parking would be good out here too. So I still don't know what they're gonna do over here in terms of landscaping. It's a pretty big drop right there. But check this out, man. All this freaking lumber. I can only imagine what this would have cost at the height of the pandemic when, lots and lots of money. So this must be for the crawl space. Yeah, look at all this, man. So they have the garage slab poured and looks like they're doing some drying. This is all done here. This is going to be our fireplace. Now they're pouring the deck. Yahoo! Just one guy, eh? Go. Very exciting. All right, guys. Very exciting spring day. Hey, Pepper, come here. Come here, Pepper. No, actually not. You guys never get to be in these videos anymore. Pepper, do you want to say hi? Let's say hi to Pepper. And Pepper wants to go inside. Look at this big dog. Look at this big dog. All right, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.